back to Planet IELTS. My name is Nikhil Kapoor and I'm here back with another video. In this video, we are going to talk about IELTS reading. In our previous videos, we have discussed IELTS test format and detailed about IELTS listening. Moving forward, in today's video, we will give details about IELTS reading as well as I'm going to give you some important tips that will help you to score higher band in IELTS reading. Before we start the video, I request you guys, please like, share and subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon. For watching our previous videos on detail about listening and IELTS test format, you can click on the I button here. Also, there will be links on those videos in the description below. Now let's start. First of all, let's discuss about the duration of the test. IELTS reading is for 60 minutes. And in these 60 minutes, you need to do 40 questions. Please note that there will be no extra time given to you to note down the answers into the answer booklet. So, you need to note down the answer as you find the answer from the question. Now, moving forward to the types of question. There are in total 7 types of question, which are subdivided into different types. First, let's talk about MCQs, which is multiple choice question. Multiple choice question is one of the most common type of question in IELTS reading. In this, you will be given a question and there will be 4 options. And you need to choose one right option from these 4. Next, matching. Matching is very important type of question in IELTS reading. There are 4 kinds of matching. Number 1, match the heading. In this, you will be given some headings and you need to match the heading with the paragraph. You need to read the paragraph and find which heading is the most suitable for that paragraph. Next, name matching. In this, you will be given certain names. For example, name of scientist or name of researchers, and you need to match the name with their works or with their achievement. Matching sentence ending. This is similar to MCQs, in which you will be given some sentence ending in the form of options and there will be questions. You need to read the question and find which ending is suitable with that question. Matching information. Now this is very important type of question in IELTS reading, especially in journal IELTS, in which you will be given certain information in the form of question and you need to find that this information is given in which paragraph. You need to read the paragraph and find that which information is given in which paragraph. Third, true, false and not given. True, false, not given or yes, no, not given. It is a very important type of question in IELTS reading. In this, you will be given certain information in the form of questions. You have to match that whether this information is true, false or not given reading the paragraph. If the same information is given in the paragraph, the information will be true. If the opposite information will be given in the paragraph, then the information will be false. And if no such information is given in the paragraph, then the information will be not given. Moving forward to classification. Classification is a type of question in which you will be given some certain categories and you need to divide the question into those categories. 6th, gap filling question, which is also called filling the blanks. Now in these gap filling question, there will be further 4 types of question, which is notes completion, table completion, summary completion and flowchart completion. In all these kind of question, you need to find the missing word. These questions can be in different forms: notes form, table form, summary form or flowchart form. Last, short answer question. There will be certain question given to you and you have to give a short answer to those questions, either in 1 word, 2 word or 3 words. So these are the type of question. With these type of questions, we move on to our fourth point, that is word limit. Now, let's move on to our fourth point, understanding the word count. In our previous point, we discussed about types of question, and amongst the last type of question, there was gap filling. In those gap filling, we need to write a missing word. But in IELTS, there is always a limit on how many words you can write. For that, you should understand this word count. Now, word count can be a word, 2 words, 3 words, or a word and a number. Now, let's understand. First, we have written one word only. It means that you can write only one word. Your answer should not be more than one word. Second option, no more than 2 words. Now, it said no more than 2 words. It means that you can write not more than 2 words. It doesn't mean that you only have to write 2 words. You can write 1 word also, you can write 2 words also, but you shouldn't write more than 2 words. Third, no more than 3 words. Now, there is also upper cap limit, which is 3 words. You can write 1 word, you can write 2 words, you can write 3 words, but not more than 3 words. Along with these, there can be another option given, or a number. Now, for example, it is written 1 word only or a number. 1 word or a number. Now, in this case, your answer could be in 1 word or in what number. There is also a second option, and or a number. Supposedly, it is written 1 word and or a number. Now it is written and or. Both the options are given. So your answer could be 1 word and a number, or your answer could be just 1 word, or your answer could be just 1 number. Moving on to second, no more than 2 words. If the similar case is written with this, no more than 2 words and or a number, mean that your answer should not be more than 2 words and there can be a number added with it. Let's see this with an example. Supposedly, you are given a question, no more than 2 words. And in that case, your answer could be A, craftsman. As we said that there is no lower cap limit, so your answer could be in 1 word. As we have the upper cap limit of 2 words, the another possible answer could be local craftsman, which means there are 2 words, local and craftsman. We also have a possibility of adding a number. So the third option could be 50 local craftsmen. So there could be a number and 2 words. Also, there is an option of or a number, which means that your answer could be just a number, which is 50. I hope you understand all this point. For any queries, you can DM us on Instagram, or you can comment below. Our Instagram page is IELTS Online Classes _. The link is given in the description below. Now let's talk about difference between academic reading and journal reading. There is a considerable difference between both the reading types, in terms of number of passages, in terms of marking also. Now let's talk about number of passages. In journal reading, there are going to be in total 5 passages. There will be 4 short passages and 1 long passage. However, in terms of academic reading, there will be 3 long passages. If we talk about kind of content in the passage, in case of journal reading, this content varies section wise. In section 1, the content is going to be from everyday life. It can be some factual information like school courses, hotel services, anything. In section 2, they are going to mention something related to work, like interviews, training, or anything, any problem or any solution that is related to working. Section 3 is going to be on journal interest. Section 3 is going to be the most difficult one, and it is going to be similar to academic one. Now moving forward to academic, if we talk about the types of passages, academic content has academic passages have similar kind of content in all the three passages. The content can be taken from books, magazines or newspapers. Please note that the language in this content is going to be complicated and there is going to be academic vocabulary. However, the language here in journal content is going to be a bit easier compared to the academic one. Moving on to our sixth point, IELTS reading band description. There is specific bands given for specific point. In IELTS reading, band description is also a point of differentiation between journal IELTS and academic IELTS. If we see, in terms of journal IELTS, for 9 band, you need to score 40 marks. Whereas in academic IELTS, for the same band, you need to score 39 and 40. Similarly, for 8.5, you need 39 in journal, whereas in academic, you need 37 or 38. For 8 bands in journal, you need 37 and 38, whereas in academic, you just need 35 and 36 marks. For 7.5 band, in journal, you need 36 correct answers. However, in academic, you just need 33 to 34 correct answers. In terms of 7 bands, for journal, you need 34 to 35 correct answers, and in terms of academic, you need 30 to 32 correct answers. In terms of 6.5, in journal, you need 32 to 34 correct answers, and for academic, 27 to 29 correct answers. In terms of 6 bands, for journal, to score 6 band, you need 30 or 31 correct answers, and in academic, you need 23 to 26 answers. And if you move down, the trend is same. For example, 5.5 band, in journal, it required 27 to 29, whereas in academic, 19 to 22. And for 5 bands, 23 to 26, in academic, 15 to 18. 4.5, 19 to 22, and in academic, 13 to 14. 4 band, 15 to 18, and in academic, 10 to 12. So you have seen the pattern. It is clear that although the passages are very easy in journal, but it is very hard to score bands in journal. For the same band score, you need to have more marks in journal compared to academic. Now let's start with the most important part of this video, IELTS reading tips and tricks. In this part, I will be discussing about 10 tips that are going to be very important for you to score high band in IELTS reading. Before starting with the video, I would like to tell you guys about my online and offline classes program. I am providing personalized one-on-one classes to all the students. Availability is depend upon the appointment. There are limited seats. You can call on the given number or also can WhatsApp us to book your demo class and book your seats for the online classes. Now let's move forward with the video. Our first point here is skimming. So what is skimming? Skimming means to read the paragraph very quickly just to have a general overview of the paragraph. Not just in IELTS reading, But in reading overall, skimming is very important. As the passages are very lengthy and the time is very less, it is impossible to read whole passage and understand and answer the question. So, to save some time, it is recommended to skim the paragraph. Skimming paragraph helps you to have a general overview of the paragraph, which help you to understand the question in a better way. Let's move on to the second point, scanning. Now, what is scanning? Scanning is looking into the paragraph to find a particular word or information. As we know that it is very hard to read the whole paragraph and to remember the whole question. So it is always recommended to mark particular words to such as keywords or key information and find those words into the paragraph. This saves a lot of time. Moving on to our third point, read the question carefully. As I discussed in the previous part that there are going to be many types of question in IELTS reading. So it is very important for you guys to read the question carefully and mark any important information given in the question. 4. Identify the type of question. Yes, it is very important for you guys to identify the type of question. For example, true, false, not given and yes, no, not given. In both these questions, you have to do the same thing. But if you write true instead of yes or vice versa, your answer will be wrong. So it is very important for you guys to read the question and identify the question type. 5. Mark and locate keywords information. Now what are the keywords and the key information? Whenever you read a question, the question length is quite a much and it is very hard for any person to remember the whole question and find for that. That's why it is recommended to mark some keywords and remember some key information and scan for these key information into the paragraph. Moving on to the sixth point. It says, after finding the key location, read the paragraph before and after. Now it is very important for you guys to read the paragraph before and after the key location. For example, if you find the key location supposedly in line 2, start reading the paragraph before, like 2 to 3 lines before that line and 2 to 3 lines after that line. Fine? Next, read and understand text around the answer. Now, to actually understand the answer, we need to read and understand what is written around that paragraph. Well, there are some questions which are not given straight away and you need to have the understanding of the whole paragraph in order to answer that question. Do not waste too much time on one answer. As you know that in 60 minutes you need to do 40 questions, which means you just have 1.5 minute for one particular question. And if you waste too much time on a particular question, you will not have enough time to complete your reading. So it is always recommended to not waste too much time on one answer. Now, 9. Please take care and check your grammar and spellings. Yes, in reading also, grammar and spellings are very important. Although you are copying the spellings from the paragraph, but take care of these things that do not copy the wrong spellings or wrong grammar. 10. Write either in capital letter or lowercase. Similar to listening, in reading also, you should write either in capital letter or either in lowercase. If you are writing in capital letter, write all the answers in capital letter. And if you are writing in lowercase, write all the answers in lowercase. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for more such video in the future. And please like, subscribe and press the bell icon. This is Nikhil Kapoor signing off.